Hey everyone, and welcome to the start of October. That is October 1st. Of course, you guys are here to hear about my opinion on the markets, the general markets, the broad markets, as well as commodities and the tickers that you guys called out. So without further ado, I want to welcome once again all of the members, all of the new viewers coming in, and the returning viewers. Welcome back. Let's talk about the S&P 500 or the SPY on the yearly chart. Hope you guys had a great start to your week Monday. Here's the S&P 500 on the yearly chart looking at general market movement, and we have a steady support around 289.40, right? We backtested it once here. It confirmed as a support, and it should be by no surprise that the markets were pushing higher. Now, you guys might be like, well, Kevin, didn't the markets push higher because of the Canada deal that came out yesterday? Yeah, whatever catalyst is out there doesn't really matter too much, right? But the main point is, just looking at this trend, if I just zoom out and show you the yearly trend, it looks pretty solid. It's moving higher. And I want to point to one of the viewers' comments on the last video, Luis, saying that, is there a high likelihood that we will pull down to the 291 level? Well, 291 is not too far from 291.73 where we closed, right? So sure, we went higher, right? But during the trading day today, we started selling off a little bit. What does that mean? We don't really have to, put a big fork in here and say this is exactly what it means. It's going to go down or it's going to go up. We don't have to do that. It's pretty much saying that, yes, today we went higher, but we sold off a little bit today. In the long term, sure, we can come down to the 20-period moving average and retest it. We could possibly even come back to the support level, right? But at the very least, we're looking for an uptrend. Whether the uptrend to making new highs is this week or next week, we're just looking for that time frame. However, we are seeing a little bit more signs of weakness in the market. For example, today we saw really the small cap selling off, and really in the past week we saw financial selling off. Those are just some signals I'm watching for. But right now for the S&P 500, we're still climbing higher, so take it as it is, right? What am I looking for in the near future? I just gave you guys the scenario, right? Possibly a retest of the 20-period moving average, but in the big scheme of things, new highs possibly in the future, right? So that's what I'm looking for, and let's talk about volatility. So here's TVIX, which we look at for volatility, and here we go. What happened today? Pretty much the inverse of the S&P 500, right? Almost correlating inverse. But you guys can see how, here's TVIX, volatility, pushing lower, gap lower, but what did we do? We went higher during intraday. Ironically, I want to show you guys this. Do you guys see how near the end of the day we had a pretty big spike? But look at this fast sell-off that occurred pretty much at the end of the day, right? Hence, I've been talking to you guys about volatility, how it was difficult to trade, right? Especially, this, if I just gave you this trend on the yearly chart and I showed you this trend and I said, hey, what are we going to do in this case, right? What are we going to do with volatility? Well, you're going to say, well, this is obviously declining. Sorry, this is not the yearly chart, but I'm going to show you. This is the yearly chart. It's obviously declining, and it's hard. It's not impossible, but it's difficult to make money in volatility because this is steadily declining, and we don't really see like a massive push higher. You can see that we have a massive push higher intraday, but look how quickly it can fade as well. And that's really, think about, volatility. If you're in volatility, how quickly your money can fade as well if you're just not entering at the right time or exiting at the right time. And that's something for you guys to consider. Guys, please, once again, I appreciate all of your thumbs ups. So please hit that thumbs up if you find this video helpful, or any of my past videos helpful as well. I thoroughly appreciate all of your comments and your support, so please keep it up. Let's keep going. 4/CL or crude oil futures. Okay, what happened? Okay, guys, this is what happened to crude oil today. We talked about crude oil moving higher, This was very interesting in terms of, obviously it was going to move higher and get attracted to the resistance area, but what was really interesting is how it didn't act as a resistance today. Look at the intraday chart. Can you guys see how we didn't find any resistance at this area, which was at the previous resistance? Okay, now here's where things get interesting for crude oil, because now this was the easy part, right? The up move is the easy part. Now, where's our area of major reversal? Okay, take you guys out. Let's actually take you guys out to the 20-year chart. I know, 20 years. Can you guys imagine that? 20-year chart, and you guys can see putting a lenient resistance is around 76.40, just a lenient resistance. Okay, this is not a strict resistance. It is a range, $76 to $80. Can it go higher? Yes, but we're looking at monthly candles, right? Hence, here is the area 76.40. So here you guys can see it's around 76.40, 76. We're nearing that area. It does not mean that we're going to hit it and then come straight back down. No, right? It's going to play out for a while. And in my opinion, we're going to see the reaction of crude oil, because around that level at crude oil, at some point, in my opinion, there will be a reversal back down. Whether that takes weeks or months, we'll have to see. But once we get a confirmation, there is, in my opinion, a good shorting opportunity for crude oil. But for now, crude oil, obviously bullish, and the ticker, UWT, you know, guys, UWT, right? We talked about it pretty much when it was down here, and we were certainly bullish when it was over here. If you guys were in crude oil, UWT, you would have made over 30% by now. That's just something, food for thought, you know, charts and things. And remember, you know, not everything I say plays out, right? But I look at technical patterns, I look at it accurately and as objectively as possible. Of course, I'm going to have some bias. I'm going to have to lean a certain way, whether I'm bullish or bearish, but it's all about probabilities. And you guys can see how our winners, for example, goes up over 30%, but our losers, maybe we cut it at 5% or 10% or 2%, regardless, right? And hence, that's how we trade. And if you guys are more interested in how this strategy works, how I look at technical patterns in detail, and how we look at trends, take a look at the link below. It's a course that I teach, that I put out, and it's videos, right? You guys can talk to me once you're in the course as well. You guys can talk with the members as well. We have a lot of members here who are actively communicating and asking questions, so you guys can participate in that. Check out the course in the description box down below if you are interested. All right, that's UWT. How great is that? Wow, what? Natural gas. What did we say for natural gas on Sunday? That was yesterday, believe it or not. We said that the likely move is a move to the upside because the technical pattern was playing out more clearly, obviously, on Sunday. That was yesterday, or by the close of Friday, the technical pattern was pretty clear. What was natural gas doing? It was consolidation at a support level for a next push higher. Where is that resistance, guys? 3.167 or 3.170, around that general vicinity. Hence, what's the ticker, you guys? Guys, what's the ticker for natural gas? This question's for returning viewers. UGAZ, right? So for new viewers, of course, hopefully you guys are enjoying this video, guys. If you're new, UGAZ, following natural gas. Look how much it has moved. Once again, you know, what a great opportunity, in my opinion, to look at natural gas. Here was natural gas, right? By Friday's close. Up over 10% today. What can I say? I really like it when, you know, the trends that I kind of talk about or that you guys see really pan out, because that shows, you know, technicals obviously work. It's just how well you do it, right? And 4/GC, here we go. Right, so here's let me just take a look at JNUG today. Really didn't move that much. Yeah. So 4/GC, we're still in this realm of, you can see the boxed area, or what I call, you know, possibly a consolidation area for that push higher. But the analysis for gold hasn't changed, right? We're still looking for a definitive close over 211 or 212. 211, really? No, not that low. So 1,211 or 1,212, a definitive close at the very least. And that's a bare minimum for gold to do that upon good volume. But until then, in my opinion, gold is certainly, it's just uncertain at this point. Therefore, if you're uncertain, you don't. No one's forcing you to take that trade, and you shouldn't take that trade if you're being forced into a position. All right, let's take a look at a couple of tickers. We will start with Eric. And Eric, welcome back. Long time no see. As well as Rico, welcome back to the channel. You came back from Europe after a very nice vacation, and you're advising. Oh, you are suggesting that I should take a vacation as well. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Maybe I should take a vacation and just pause with the stock talks, right? You guys won't mind, right? I'm just kidding. I'll be here. But that's a great idea, vacation, right? So, Rico, welcome back. You're in drip on Friday. You believe oil will come down this week. That's interesting because I pointed for a more bullish picture for oil. So, just be a little careful on that. Let's take a look at Facebook, Eric. So, Facebook is one that, what can I say? I just don't see the volume coming in for buyers for Facebook. I think long term I will like it, but in the short term it's just not panning out. You guys can see how on the volume bars, right? We have more sellers than buyers. How, that's not good for Facebook. And plus Facebook is still getting pounded with security issues and negative news on it. So while there's potential for it to reverse, possibly this could be during the earnings day at the end of the month, but we just don't see that sign of a reversal. And hence, right now, what can you say? Can you say this is a support? Yeah, I think you can, 159.60, but do you think this is a solid support? It's really not too solid right now, but there's another support around 151. Those are the areas I would keep in mind, but just doesn't look that appealing to me just right now for Facebook. But thank you for your comment, Eric. Yarvin, USLV. So we're going to be tackling Rizwan and Yarvin's comment all in one 1 minute, and that is silver, right? Silver. So USLV follows /SI or silver. Just take a look at this really quick. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let's take a look at this. Silver is looking better. Your support level is at 581, right? Now this is looking good, and there is certainly potential for silver to move higher. I like it. I like how we gapped down today for silver, and then we pushed higher intraday. That is a pretty good sign. So we do have a resistance level, short-term resistance at 668. There's longer resistance levels at a $7 to $7.15. There's silver resistance levels, but should silver and /SI continue to move higher, we will see USLV to push higher. This looks better. I like it. Good job, guys. Rizwan and Yarvin. Okay. Family Fernandez, welcome and thank you for your comment, as well as DJ Sin. And then the last one I will take a look at is, have we looked at CGC? I see this is, whoop. I think Canopy, yeah, we've taken a look at that. The last one I'll take a look at is K9, your comment, and that is, are you sure that's the ticker? Sherwin. So, K9, if you could, please resubmit that ticker, because I don't think that is the ticker for that stock. Oh, SHW. Yeah, okay. All right, Sherwin-Williams. So right now, what are you seeing? Well, you guys can see that it's on a downtrend, right? As a matter of fact, we got rejected the 20-period moving average. What's the likely scenario? The likely scenario is to continue move on to the downside. We've had a streak of how long? Quite some time, I think, of over around half a year in which it's just going up, 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 up. What do you think the stock needs to do? At the very least, it needs to come down and rest. Your support levels are where? Well, 446, another support level around 435, and then possibly even lower. So you guys can imagine, you know, we might be gravitated to a support level by earnings, which is near the end of the month. So right now, it's on a downtrend, no sign of reversal. As a matter of fact, we got a rejection signal today. Not too good in the near term. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Once again, learned something from it. And of course, I'm looking at general markets, focus on general markets right now. And hopefully you guys are too in the meantime. Until then, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you are having great trading days. Have a great trading day tomorrow, Tuesday. And I will see you guys tomorrow.